So, hello and welcome to the first of our Futures weekly walkthroughs. The plan behind this is that every week I'm going to drop you a quick email with a link to a video because I want to tell you about the kind of things that your young people are doing in Futures here at school. So what we'll do is every week we'll tell you the things that they might have covered that week with the hope that they then can continue those conversations at home, because Futures shouldn't exist just here in this room. If we only talk about it for 1 hour a week, it's likely to have less impact. Whereas if you know what they're learning about and you can perhaps have a bit of a chat about it at home too, then hopefully we can help to grow them more into the kind of people that they'd like to be in the future. So that's the plan. You might find that as you listen to this and you start conversations, that some weeks the students say that, well, I haven't covered that yet. That's fine. It might be that not every class is taught at exactly the same time. They might find they're a week behind, so you might be talking about issues that they haven't come across yet. That's fine. That just means that they arrive ready to have those conversations when they get here. Hopefully you're going to find this useful. Hopefully having a quick 2-minute update on the things they've talked about this week will allow you to have those same sort of conversations at home. If it's not useful, that's fine. Don't watch. I won't know. That's okay. But hopefully this will be something of value. So let's dive on in. Okay, so this week in Year 11, they've started a new topic on careers and post-16 options. And later in the topic, they'll do things on application forms and destinations and stuff. But right now, we've dialed it back to why. You know, why are we doing these things? We've started to look at inspiration and aspiration, really. And we began by showing them videos of former students talking about where they've been and what they've been doing since they left school. One key question in there was asking them, what advice would you give to your 16-year-old self? What a great question. You know, have that conversation at home. Ask them, tell them, what advice you would have given your younger self. A theme that came out from the students that we spoke to was them saying, you can do more than you realise. And that's really key, because we started looking at a piece of research that said 80% of people are currently in jobs they don't like. And obviously we don't want that for our young people. So how do we avoid that? How do we avoid being in a job that we don't like? Well, to start with, we need to know what we do like. And that sounds like such an obvious thing, but young people don't always think about that. They don't think, well, do I prefer working with people or working alone? Do I prefer having deadlines? Do I prefer having to solve problems, or do I want a set of instructions and I can just get on with it? So we ask them what sort of things they like. Then we say to them, look, if you knew it would work, what would you do? And the thinking behind this is, well, if you knew it would work, let's say you want to be a fashion designer, right? If you knew that it would work, you'd email Victoria Beckham and say, look, can I shadow you for a week? I'm really keen, I want to do it. If you knew how to be a journalist, write to the editor of the New York Times and say, hey, can I come out and spend a week here following what you do? The worst that happens is they say no. But the people who get the best opportunities in life, the people who really thrive, they chase down things and they assume that they can. So we're trying to encourage them to do that. So that might be a fun chat to have at home. You know, if you knew it would work, what would you do? Maybe you can tell them what you would do if you knew it would work. Another thing we say to them is that you are the average of the 5 people you surround yourself with. We tend to absorb the qualities of the people that we're near. So ask them about that. Ask them about what they like about their peers. You know, not in a derogatory, you know, what do you see in your mates sort of way, but you know, ask them what they get out of that particular peer group. Talk about who they look up to, not just in their own lives, but maybe you know, in the broader field of who they admire. Maybe tell them your answers to that. You know, what do you like about the people around you? What qualities have they got that you'd like to emulate? Maybe tell your kids what you like about them. This isn't about trying to get them to be anyone other than themselves, but it's trying to be a deliberate, purposeful version of themselves, not just an accidental one. So that's been their first lesson this week. Aspirations, kind of things they could do if they could do anything, and trying to grow them as people rather than just employees.